you, everybody, and welcome to our Salmon November luncheon meeting. This one's sponsored by Chevrolet, involving glancing at that gorgeous new Tahoe sitting out there. And, the director of Chevrolet Communications Manager, I should say, Michelle Malco, is going to be giving us a briefing on it right after lunch, maybe between lunch and dessert, so that there's not too much clanging going on. We certainly hope it. Thank you both for sponsoring this meeting. Looking forward to hearing it. Now this is going to be a really busy month for us, and before I start, let me bring you all up to date on the recent elections that we've had. Got tabulated votes here. The treasurer, once again, unanimous decision, is going to be Marcelo. Secretary this year, Pepe Delfino. So, such an important part of this organization for so long. You are an endless giver. You work tirelessly, and
thank you.
Really looking forward to working with you, Pepe.
Thank you.
This is just going to be a pleasure.
Thank you.
Vice President, strong votes coming in for an ex-president, Paul Gordon. Yeah. I'd like to say it was a very close call, Rick, but I can't. I'm looking forward to working with you too. As always, Paul, you too have been a great asset to this organization. And, you're always full of good ideas. You're always on time. Well, 2 out of 3 is not bad. And President, I'm fortunate enough to have the votes, so I will be your new president. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you.
Bravo.
Just on that hand, sorry to interrupt you, please, President. We do have the ballots at hand, and we do have the count, so any members welcome to come and look at the ballots and the actual spreadsheet.
Rico.
Look at it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'm going to briefly talk about this weekend. Tomorrow, of course, as most or all of you know, is the car show down at Homestead Air Force Base. Which will strictly be for military, unless you are there physically bringing one of the show cars in the morning. You won't sadly be allowed on the base. It is an active military base, so can't get on to see that. But it's our way of doing a little bit for our military there. Without them, we certainly may not have all of the luxuries and privileges that we have today. It's a nice way to pay them back. Saturday, that's a different story. That's going to be our 6th annual Rides and Smiles, and oh my God, what a day this is shaping up to be. Briefly, just to let you know, Baptist Hospital, as of yesterday, confirmed 80 children are coming. These are patients. This is not siblings, not anything. 80 patients coming from that. Children, finally got them working, and I'm actually very impressed. They've really stepped up to the bat. They've been working very hard, and I think for the future, Miami Children's are going to play a big part in this event each year from here on. They have 50 children also confirmed that are coming. Make-A-Wish Foundation phoned me out of the blue and said, can we please send some kids? I said, my God, of course you can. So we have 10 children coming from Make-A-Wish. Now, over and above that, we have 75 adults confirmed to come from Baptist. These are parents, caregivers, doctors, nurses, anybody who work with the children. So 75 confirmed there. An unknown number coming from Miami Children's, although they are sending a team down, and they expect probably an equal number of parents. Make-A-Wish probably equal number there. So over and above that, if that isn't enough people, 50 award winners coming from the Homestead Air Force Base and their spouses, so figure another 100 people there. So all told, boy, are we going to have a packed speedway. So I would encourage all of you to please come out in your magazines and whatever format you are involved with. Take photographs, help to get the word out, because literally without the generosity of the Homestead Speedway itself, the generosity of our manufacturers, including Chevrolet, who is sending out a 2014 Corvette that Ron Beasley's going to steal. The day wouldn't be nearly, our day wouldn't be nearly as special as it is without your help. The kids, they forget all their problems for a day, and they may, some of them sadly are terminal cases, they forget it. They're there, they're full of laughter and smiles, and they're riding in a new Corvette or a new Viper or whatever. And the selection of cars we've got coming down is breathtaking. It will shock you. It's so many beautiful cars. Now, finally, before I let Marcelo chat here for a second, I want to make a request that if any of you have the time and the ability, we still need some volunteers. And in turn for volunteering, you're going to get something that's priceless. You get an actual Ride to Smiles t-shirt. Now, 10 years from now, God knows what that's going to be worth, but it's a big item. So come down and spend a few hours. I do have, like, for example, one military person volunteer to stand at the gate, and when people drive in, they can point out, take your car, park there, and then please go to the press room to sign in, so we have the names of everybody. We need a second volunteer on the gate for 3 hours. We need people to walk with the children to help in a variety of different ways. It's something that you think, well, it's no fun to stand in the sun for 3 hours, but what you give for the Ride to Smiles Day is so heartwarming, and all of us every year, we leave at the end of the day, you're tired, but you feel so good about yourself. You've given back to the world, and it's a wonderful way to spend a day. So I encourage you all, please come down, enjoy the day, and even more so, I'd encourage you to come and volunteer with us. Now, to bring us up to speed on
Just one thing, I don't know, you probably know Bill does a lot of work, and I bet you don't know how much work he does do on this end.
What time is meeting point over there on Saturday?
We are all meeting at the Speedway, the people who are currently actively involved in setting things up. Marcelo and his people, God bless you all, because without your help, it would be bedlam. We're going to be down there by 7:30 in the morning, but the children have told to be there at 8:30.
8:30.
Rides will be starting about 8:45 hopefully, and running until around 11:45. And at 11:45, going to do a shutdown. We've got the Brad Keselowski's NASCAR championship winning car from last year, this big Penske Dodge. It's going to be fired up, do a couple laps of the track. Andy Pilgrim in the championship winning Cadillac CTSV race car, he'll fire up, do some laps of the track. And one of 29 Ferraris in the world, a model called an FXX Evo. It's worth the price of admission just to come and listen to this thing. It's an 850 horsepower V12 car. Phenomenal. So there's going to be good cars to listen to at lunchtime. One further thing to it, I should just point out here, the lunches that we are putting on at the track, unfortunately, it's not a carte blanche for some members. The lunches are only for volunteers, for drivers, and for helpers down there. So if you turn up, unfortunately, the lunches aren't for you. It's only the people who are actively involved in helping and working at the event. So, Marcelo, on that note, we'll talk about dinners now.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And since May of this year, we've been starting to get emails for this event. It's been 6 months, and probably over 1,000 emails that we put this together.
It's amazing.
Once again, Michelle, Leslie, Stephanie, Angie, a great job you guys have done this year supporting us. We really appreciate it. Like Bill said before, we cannot do this without your support, so thank you very much. Start getting your dancing shoes on as we have the holiday party just around the corner. So it's going to be the first Saturday of December, the 7th, and we're expecting to have all of you and your other halves, better halves for some of you, and bring your dancing shoes, and hopefully it'll be an all-nighter. I am going to have some of our guys with some vehicles in case you drink a little too much. We will drive you home. We'll drive you guys home. But it should be a great event, and after the event concludes this weekend, probably on Monday and Tuesday, we'll send a save the date so everybody has it. And then it should be great, should be a lot of fun.
You know, November, we talked about it back in October that November would be a busy time, and it has been. And I'm really, really happy about, and we should really be happy about what happened during the auto show. Congratulate the judges who really did a great job picking the right cars. And also, again, congratulations to you guys, GM, for having your awards. But everybody that was involved with the auto show, and Santa, you know, everybody, we really should be proud of that. That's really great.
Kids, of course. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you, GM. The attendance was up 8%. All right, from this. From last. Thank you, journalists, for putting the word out and the messaging and the stories. I thank Teresa for doing a wonderful job on the luncheon. Everybody in this room deserves to thank Woody and Tony for putting their wonderful events on in conjunction with the show. And of course, I'd like to thank Melissa Nobles from my team, who has worked very carefully.
That's it. We'll get lunch now, and shortly after lunch, we're going to be listening to Michelle give the presentation on the new Chevrolet vehicle. Thank you all for your attention.
Listen, you want to come up now?
Yes. Oh, hold on a second.
No, it's okay. I just want to echo Tony. Thank you for voting for the right cars. Keyword there. No, I'm just kidding. No, we just want to say thank you for all your support this year. We've sponsored how many lunches? 4, which next year I think we're slated. We're planning right now to schedule 5 for next year.
Yes.
Cheers. I hope you don't get tired of seeing us, but we have so many great products launching again next year. So we want to get them down here to you guys as soon as we can, so you're in them before anybody else if possible. So we'll be back in full effect again next year. And then the auto show was a huge success for us as well. We appreciated all your support at the Cadillac Escalade auto show debut press conference, the Chevrolet keynote launch. We just had a great event, and all of our executives really appreciated your hospitality. So we thank you very much. And my colleague Michelle is going to come up and talk a little bit about the full-size truck market and the Tahoe and the Suburban, and she's going to kind of speak while you're getting your appetizers, and then she'll be able to give walk-arounds and answer questions after the lunch.
Thank you.
Great.
Excellent.